Have you ever reached for a jar you used to open with ease, only to find it won't budge? Or felt that moment's hesitation before getting up from a deep, comfortable chair, wondering if you'll need to push off with your hands? This isn't just a feeling. It's not just getting older. It's a specific silent process happening inside your body, and today we're going to turn the lights on and face it head-on. Hello, and welcome back to 40 Plus Wellness, your trusted guide to not just aging, but thriving. Today, we are tackling one of the most important topics for anyone over the age of 40, the gradual loss of muscle, strength, and independence. The medical world calls it sarcopenia, but let's call it what it really is, the silent thief. It's the thief that can steal your ability to carry your own groceries, to play with your grandkids on the floor, to feel stable and confident on your own 2 feet. It often begins silently after age 30, accelerating after 60, and many people simply accept it as their destiny. But here is where we draw a line in the sand. Here is where we introduce the most important fact of this entire video. Let me be perfectly clear, this is not just wishful thinking. This is scientific fact. Groundbreaking research published in top medical journals has shown something incredible. Scientists have found that individuals in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can build new muscle at nearly the same rate as a 40-year-old. Your muscle cells do not forget how to grow. They are just waiting for the right signal. Studies have demonstrated that with a targeted program, you can reverse a decade of muscle loss in as little as 12 to 16 weeks. You can reclaim the strength you thought was gone forever. The good news isn't just good, it's revolutionary. Your muscles are ready to be rebuilt. They are waiting for your command. So, in today's deep dive masterclass, we are going to give them that command. First, we will uncover the 4 hidden reasons why this muscle loss happens, using simple analogies anyone can understand. Then, I will give you a comprehensive 3-part battle plan, a complete system of nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle changes, to not only stop the thief in its tracks, but to start rebuilding your body's most valuable asset, your strength. This will be a turning point. So grab a notepad, and let's begin your journey back to strength. To win this fight, you need to know exactly who you're up against. These 4 factors work together, but we can dismantle them one by one. Number 1. The anabolic resistance wall. Let's start with the most important concept, anabolic resistance. The word anabolic simply means to build up. So, anabolic resistance means your body is resisting the process of building. Let's make this simple. Imagine your muscles are a brick house. Every day, a few bricks naturally crumble away. That's normal wear and tear. The protein you eat is your supply of new bricks. In your youth, your body was a master bricklayer. You ate a chicken breast or some eggs, and your body's construction crew immediately took those proteined bricks and patched up the wall, making it even stronger. This is an anabolically sensitive state. Now, as we age, that bricklayer, your body's cellular machinery, gets a little hard of hearing. It develops anabolic resistance. You're still eating the protein, the bricks are being delivered to the construction site, but the bricklayer doesn't hear the instructions as clearly. He misses some bricks. He's slower to patch the wall. So even if you're eating the same amount of protein as you did when you were 30, your body is using less of it to build muscle. The old bricks are crumbling away faster than the new ones are being laid. The result? The wall gets weaker over time. That is sarcopenia in a nutshell. Number 2. The hormone volume dial turning down. Think of certain hormones as the radio signal that carries the instructions to your muscle-building bricklayer. Key hormones like testosterone and human growth hormone, HGH, are the broadcast towers for strength. Now, testosterone isn't just for men. It's vital for women too, playing a key role in maintaining muscle and bone density. HGH is like the project manager, overseeing repair and growth. In our youth, these signals are broadcast loud and clear. It's a perfect, crisp radio station telling your muscles to grow and stay strong. As we age, it's natural for the body to turn down the power on that broadcast tower. The signal becomes weaker, filled with more static. Your muscles are still listening, but the instructions to build are faint. This lower volume makes it much harder to maintain the muscle you have, let alone build new muscle. Number 3. The use it or lose it command. This is the most direct cause, and the one you have the most immediate control over. Inside your nervous system, you have something called motor units. Think of a motor unit as a manager in your brain connected by a phone line to a specific team of muscle fibers. When you decide to lift a bag of groceries, the manager picks up the phone and tells that team of muscle fibers, "Okay, team, we're needed. Contract. Get to work." The more you use your muscles, the stronger that connection becomes, and the more teams are on active duty. But what happens when you lead a mostly sedentary lifestyle? If a manager never calls his team, eventually, the company downsizes. The phone line gets disconnected to save resources. The muscle fibers on that team are told, "You're not essential anymore," and they are retired. They wither away. This is disuse atrophy. Your body is incredibly efficient. It will not waste energy maintaining muscle tissue it doesn't think you need to survive. Every day you choose the elevator over the stairs, you are whispering to your body, "I don't need to be this strong." Number 4. The rise of chronic inflammation. Finally, imagine trying to build your brick house during a constant, drizzling, acidic rain. That's chronic low-grade inflammation. It's not the acute inflammation you get from an injury, which is good and helps healing. This is a persistent, systemic irritation caused by things like a highly processed diet, chronic stress, and poor sleep. This inflammatory rain creates a hostile environment for your muscles. It directly accelerates muscle breakdown, what we call a catabolic state, and it interferes with the rebuilding, anabolic process. It's like the acidic rain is dissolving the mortar between your bricks while also making the new mortar weak and crumbly. It's a two-pronged attack that quietly sabotages your strength from the inside out. Okay, now you know the enemy. Here is your simple, 3-part plan to fight back and win. It's not complicated, but it requires consistency. Part 1. The protein priority, the master fuel plan. This is where we declare war on anabolic resistance. If the bricklayer is hard of hearing, we can't just talk louder. We need to give him better bricks and make the message undeniable. This involves 2 key strategies: more protein and smarter protein. First, how much protein is enough? The old guidelines are outdated for our needs. Your new goal: aim for 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. Now, don't get bogged down by the math. Let's simplify. A simple rule of thumb is to include a solid source of protein with every meal. For someone who weighs 150 pounds, or 68 kilos, you need about 82 to 109 grams of protein per day. Next, let's talk about the leucine trigger, your muscle-building ignition switch. Not all protein is created equal. Think of an amino acid called leucine as the key that starts the ignition on your muscle-building engine. It's the most powerful signal to tell that old bricklayer, "Wake up! It's time to build." To overcome anabolic resistance, we need to make sure each meal has enough leucine to turn that key. Where do you find it? Animal proteins are packed with it. But you can get it from plant sources too. Excellent sources include whey protein, lean beef, chicken breast, salmon, eggs, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese. Good plant-based sources include soy, like tofu or edamame, lentils, chickpeas, and quinoa. So, what does this look like in real life? It's simple and delicious. For breakfast, you could have 3 scrambled eggs with a side of spinach. Or a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of nuts. This gives you about 20 to 25 grams of protein. For lunch, a large salad topped with a grilled chicken breast, or a hearty bowl of lentil soup with whole grain bread, providing about 30 to 40 grams of protein. And for dinner, a baked salmon fillet with roasted broccoli and a sweet potato, giving you another 30 to 40 grams of protein. A smart snack could be a handful of almonds or a piece of cheese. Part 2, Resistance Rules, your Strength Reawakening Program. This is the signal that cuts through all the noise. Resistance training is the most powerful conversation you can have with your body. It is the only thing that directly tells your brain to reconnect those phone lines to your dormant muscle fibers. Let me be clear, cardio is great for your heart, but it will not stop sarcopenia. Only resistance can do that. The secret to getting stronger is one simple principle: progressive overload. All this means is that you must continually ask your muscles to do slightly more than they are used to. Imagine you're carrying a backpack. If you put one book in it and carry it every day, it eventually feels easy. To get stronger, you must add another book. It's that simple. We need to keep adding one more book to our workouts over time. This can mean one more repetition, a little more weight, or better control. We'll focus on compound movements that use multiple muscles at once. Aim for 2 to 3 times per week, never on back-to-back days, to allow for recovery. Here's your foundational exercise library. For your lower body, your foundation, the move is the chair squat. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat. Stand up fully without using your hands. Sit back down slowly, taking 3 seconds to lower yourself. Your goal is 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Once that's easy, you can progress to a box squat using a lower surface, or remove the chair entirely for a bodyweight squat. For your upper body push strength, the move is the wall push-up. Stand about 2 feet from a wall. Place your hands on the wall slightly wider than your shoulders. Lower your chest towards the wall, then push back powerfully. Aim for 3 sets of as many as you can do with good form. You can progress by moving your feet further from the wall, or by doing incline push-ups on a kitchen counter. For your upper body pull strength, the move is the seated band row. You'll need a simple resistance band. Sit on the floor or a chair, loop the band around your feet, and pull the handles back towards your ribs, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Aim for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. You can progress by using a thicker band with more resistance. For balance and stability, the move is the glute bridge. Lie on your back with your knees bent. Push through your heels to lift your hips off the floor until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Your goal is 3 sets of 15 reps. To progress, you can hold the top position for a 3-second count before lowering. Part 3, the lifestyle levers, your support system. Your efforts in the kitchen and with exercise need a strong support system to truly work. Let's talk about the micronutrient support crew. First, vitamin D. Think of vitamin D less as a vitamin and more as a strength hormone. It directly communicates with your muscle cells to enhance their ability to contract. Most people are deficient. Ask your doctor to check your levels and see if a supplement is right for you. Next, omega-3 fatty acids. These are your inflammation fighters, found in fatty fish like salmon or in fish oil supplements. They help calm that acidic rain we talked about, creating a better environment for muscle growth. Then there's creatine. Don't be scared by the name. Creatine is one of the most studied and safest supplements on the planet. It's a natural substance that helps your muscles recycle energy faster during short bursts of effort, like lifting a weight. It can help you get 1 or 2 more reps, which is the stimulus that tells your muscles to grow. A small dose, 3 to 5 grams, of creatine monohydrate is a proven way to support strength gains. As always, talk to your doctor first. Finally, we need to talk about the anabolic power of sleep. You don't build muscle in the gym, you build it in your bed. When you are in deep sleep, your body releases its main dose of human growth hormone, HGH, the master repair signal. Skimping on sleep is like hiring a construction crew and then telling them they can't work the night shift, the most important time for repairs. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. It is non-negotiable for rebuilding your body. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I hear these fears all the time, and they are what hold people back from reclaiming their strength. Let's bust them right now. Myth number 1, lifting weights is dangerous for my joints. The fact is, done with proper form and appropriate weight, resistance training is one of the best things for your joints. It strengthens the muscles around the joint, providing more stability and reducing pain. It also improves bone density, fighting osteoporosis. Myth number 2, I'm too old to build muscle. As we covered, this is scientifically false. Your muscles are primed and ready to grow at any age. The journey might start from a different place, but the destination of getting stronger is the same. Myth number 3, I don't want to get bulky. The fact is, building the kind of large, bulky muscles you see on bodybuilders requires a very specific, high-volume training and diet regimen, along with hormonal profiles that most seniors do not have. Our goal is to build dense, strong, functional muscle that makes you look toned and feel capable, not bulky. We have covered a tremendous amount of ground today. But knowledge without action is just information. True transformation comes from taking the first step. You don't need to do everything at once. The path to reclaiming a decade of strength starts with a single, intentional day. So here is your challenge. Not for a week, but for tomorrow. I challenge you to do just 2 things tomorrow. 1. Consciously include a good source of protein in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 2. Sometime during your day, perform 2 sets of chair squats. That's it. Just do what you can. That is your first step. That is you sending the first powerful signal to your body that you are back in command. That you are choosing strength. Please, use the comment section below as a community forum. Tell us your concerns, your goals, and when you've completed your first day, come back and share that victory with us. Every small win inspires another. If this masterclass has given you a sense of hope and a clear plan, the best way you can say thank you is to hit that thumbs up and share this video with a friend or family member who needs to hear that it's not too late. You could change their life. This is your host from 40 Plus Wellness, reminding you that your body is capable of amazing things. It's time to believe in it again. Be well and get stronger.